ep7.fire.com.
It's not a good excuse.
We're live, boys.
So, continuing with that controversial comment, we had to just go off the air right quick. But, yeah.
Yo, I just pictured that we're going through technical difficulties.
That's how I'm going to spin it. So, shout out to Eddie. But, yeah.
So, like my question was before, why are females so petty and why are they so extra?
I think...
I was going to be an asshole. Just repeat exactly what he said before it started over.
I mean, it's already in there.
I think it's because I guess that's how they feel they need to keep ahead in the game.
You did say something like that.
I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I mean, at the base of it, I don't know why the fuck y'all do what y'all do. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me, and I stopped trying to make sense of it. It's a waste of time, man. Just get it together.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to a lot of the problems between men and women, I truly believe they could all be so simple. Like, it doesn't have to be as big and dramatic and extra that the way people make it out to be on both ends of the spectrum. Like, it's just.
Let me ask the guys that well, you can contribute to this too, but do y'all girlfriends torture y'all?
God damn.
Like sexually or
no, like things like just to fuck with you. Like,
I want to know how you get tortured sexually.
I don't get tortured sexually, but that was the question if we got.
No, not sexually.
Like
my girl literally stares at me sometimes and just wants to bother me and like slap me and poke me. And
oh yeah, my girlfriend does that.
Like I can't stand it. And then it's terrible because when I choke her, and I put hands on her, then it's like you play too much. Like it's not my fault, babe. You press the button.
You press the button.
Like
Nah. Nah.
Well,
I'm not around my girl.
Your girl is like super small too, so it's like you could probably up mice and men her ass.
Oh no, my girlfriend is small too though.
Nah, but like Brandon's girl is very small.
Yeah, she's small.
So
I'm not even around her enough.
Just letting her.
Yeah, true.
Oh shit.
Oh my lord.
Fuck. But nah, I'm not even around her enough for that to even be a problem or an issue. Yeah, I think I see her like once a month, twice a month, that type of shit.
How is that, by the way?
I'm seeing her in a week.
I mean, he's the only one that probably sees his girl probably like almost every day.
You see her every day?
Almost.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. There might be maybe one day out the week that I don't see her. Maybe. But yeah.
Like I see my girl once a week. That's it.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
I mean, we both like to see each other more. So it's like, it is what it is. But
you have the power to change that, though.
Shut the fuck up. You're not making me look good right now. Like, for real. You really just shitted on me crazy.
I'm just saying.
Because she's going to see shit like this, and then she's going to be like, he's right.
Yeah, you trying to do her voice just now? He's right.
But thanks a lot.
I'm just saying.
Fucking bitch.
I mean, I have the power to change that too. I could go down there more often, so you could throw that shit on.
That's a little more. That's a little more.
Yeah, that's a little more
unfair. Because it's like,
come on, man.
You're both in the Bronx. So.
No, we're both not.
Oh, okay. See, that's right there.
See, bitch,
right
you don't know it.
Shut
the fuck up. Thanks a lot, Brady.
That makes it even better.
I mean, P.
I'm terrible at this shit.
I was actually good before, but then I fucked it up because we left. I think.
Yeah. Just edited it because I was messing up too, but it's all good. I'll fix it.
So maybe that should bring us into a topic, a talking point. Like, how often should you see your girl? Like, if you're in a relationship, how often should you see the person?
Ideally,
low key, this is a good spectrum to figure it out because you see her every day. You see her like every other week or so.
Every week.
Oh, every week, and you see her twice a month.
Twice a month.
That's a good different value. Do you think? One, it's a decent experiment. One, is more sufficient or whatever.
I would like to see my girl at least twice a week. I don't want to see her every day though. Sorry, you annoy me. You know this. I love you, but you annoy me. So you're probably making that face. Stop making that face. So it is what it is. Cause you know your girl, like.
I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think it's
like too much.
I think it's a case by case basis.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
Like,
some people are in the relationships where it's like in my situation, it makes sense that I see my girlfriend every day.
Just you might be in the hospital.
Yeah.
At any moment.
Yeah, it makes sense that I see her every day.
But even before that, like, what, like, is it?
I didn't see her every day before. There would be like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. A lot of the time, it would be I would maybe see her for a second and not see her at all because I'd be busy on those kinds of days.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's like every day because of my current situation. But it's like a case by case basis. It's really how your relationship is run.
I mean,
like some people don't have some people might be working or they work too far where it's just like I can't see you every day.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would aim for 2 to 3 days a week. Okay.
That's not bad. I think that's healthy enough.
Healthy, yeah. Gives me enough time to do what I need to do. Gives her enough time to do what she needs to do, and just see each other in the times that they're not doing that.
I be missing my girl. I ain't gonna lie. Even though I only see her like once a week, I be missing my friend.
That's a good thing.
What do you miss about her?
Low key, she like one of my best friends. So this sounds really soft right now, but whatever.
Nah, it's real, bro. Be real.
I mean, it's my little bitch.
That's the conversation that I actually had with Elsie. How do y'all feel about the whole your girl is supposed to be your best friend thing? Because I told Elsie she's not my best friend. You are my girlfriend. I told her I don't really have friends. I have family, and then you're my girlfriend.
How can I explain
and I consider you family because of. That's what I told her. So
my girl is like.
Well, considering her family is a good point.
Yeah, like I don't like. She was like, "But I'm supposed to be your best friend." Be like, "No, I look at you like you're my family. You're not my best friend."
I look at my girl like because we're both only children. She was like that girl best friend that you wanted to grow up with, like you was really cool with, but she just.
Because I told Elsie that a best friend is somebody that you could literally tell anything to, any and everything.
You can't tell her everything.
No, I can't.
I could tell Samara everything.
I can't tell her everything. Just because she's my girlfriend. Like, I can't talk to her the way I talk to y'all. It would be weird.
What do you mean?
There's certain things I talk to y'all about. I wouldn't talk to my girlfriend.
Like what?
I don't know. I can't think of anything off of that. But
you're not looking good right now.
I've had this conversation with her.
See this.
I've had this exact conversation with her.
And then you said you don't know either?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what specifically, but I know that I'm not going to talk to you as open as I would talk to my guy friends. Like,
because you have to be more careful. Because what you say
that's
to
true.
them
like, yeah, it's like
matters just a little bit more.
Like, low key, like, we could, like, violate each other. Like, we could just talk. I can violate. Like, we talk like that too, but yeah, it's definitely not the same. Like,
no, because
we're disrespectful shit to each other.
I say accidental stuff.
Yeah,
Samara, and she'll be like.
Yeah, so it's like
I can see that.
It's not the same.
But at the same time, I would argue that doesn't necessarily make her like
my best friend.
Not your best friend. Like it's just like it's like even with y'all, like all of y'all are my best friends. But in my individual friendships with all of you, it's just different dynamics. And that's all it does. And it doesn't mean that one is better than the other per se. It's a different type of dynamic to the friendship individually. So it's like, I feel with a girlfriend, if it's the strong, good relationship, she can be your best friend. It's just a different kind of category because there's an extra element that you have with her that you don't have with any other friend. So it's like, you're my best friend, but it's like...
I'll fuck you.
Yeah.
What's that?
You know what I mean? And it's like, we can just shit I can do with you that I might... Because it could be... It's the same the other way around. There might be things I would share with my girlfriend that I probably might not be so quick to say to y'all.
Like what?
I don't know. I can't think of them right now. I'm not in a relationship at the moment.
You know what?
But I'm just saying, like,
on the spot.
No,
yeah.
you know what's funny? I could actually probably do everything that I do with Samira. Like,
but that's good though.
I would run down on niggas with Samira, like if I had to, because she seen me run down on a nigga before. So it was like she didn't know what the fuck to do though. But that's another story for another time. I got into a car crash with her and my mom in the car. I ran down on some nigga.
I will say one thing.
I remember that.
To piggyback on that, I was in a situation with Elsie where we got pulled over by police one time, and
Stop.
All I'm gonna say is she held it down.
Okay.
That's all. I wasn't gonna go into it, but
there you go. That's good.
But good job. She held it down. She did the right thing. So ride or die right there. But I mean, that's cool.
Because even when with my girlfriend in college, it was like we were friends before we were together. So it was like everything in that friendship enhanced what our relationship was like, because it was like we were already on that chill mode. We already knew each other a lot. So it wasn't even like that I'm dating you, now I gotta like know what you're actually like. Like it was like we already know what we like. Now we're just adding that extra part in. And it was like, to me, that was one of the biggest strengths of our relationship. We was already cool before we were together. So, you know, it just, like I said, it just enhanced things, you know. But that can also backfire, because when you're best friends first, once you do add that extra element, it can change the way you look at certain things. There's certain things I could have said to you as a best friend that I might not be able to say as a boyfriend. So it's like it changes. It can change a little bit. Like,
all right, you guys know me. Like, I'm not good at like sugarcoating stuff and saying things with like, I'm very kind of blunt. So like with her, I try, and it still comes out a little wrong. Like I said something to her like the other day, and she was like, she gave me the face, and I was like, damn, I fucked up. Like, you know that face?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I fucked up. And I was like, she's gonna remember this shit right now. Like my girl, she doesn't, like, we don't argue like that. Like we get into arguments sometimes, but it's not anything too crazy. Oh, popping.
You know what I mean?
Popping. Really?
Popping.
Who's texting us?
Nigga said who's texting?
Nah, finish your story.
Who's
Finish your
texting
story.
us?
Finish your story.
Now you trying to
It
chase
better be
something?
Selena. Fuck out of here.
What's Selena?
Alright. Better be.
Hi, Selena.
Hi, Selena.
Hey, Selena.
So, yeah. Nah, like, was it?
Yeah.
Was it this?
Mm-hmm. She just be saying some funny stuff.
So,
Your girl is funny.
that's really it. Like, I don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah. Like I remember one time early in the relationship, I had said something, and she got offended because of the way I said it. But it's like you said, it's like a way like we could joke with each other.
Yeah.
It made her feel like a little sensitive. Like, I remember it was something we was joking about, and I was like, "Yeah, you need to work on that." And then she just felt really like offended that I said it like that. But I'm like, I was just playing. Like I was like, don't take that to heart like that.
I
Like,
said something to Samira last night.
Last night,
bro. I'm talking about on the regular.
Yo, me too.
Always. I said something to her last night, and she was like, I was like,
yeah.
Was it before or after y'all did the thing?
Go kiss and tell, sir.
And you know,
my girlfriend is a virgin.
No, and then the.
Why you wearing
And
that?
then you know what makes it worse? Whoa!
It's not all about sex, sir.
Oh, okay.
Nah, and you know what makes it worse when you're like on the phone, or even when you're texting, but more like when you're on the phone, because it's like I say something and then you feel it change. And then there's just that dead space, and you're just like, oh God, do I hang up now? Like what are we gonna talk about now? I know I upset you. Like,
I've done that.
And I just be like, so are you good? Like,
really hung up.
Yeah.
Bitch, you was tight.
So I just be like,
you
so
hung up on me. I was like, I thought we were done.
No, honestly, I'd be like, all right, so do you want to just talk later? Because like,
now you know what she did with the why this nigga do that shit? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, hold on, this nigga tripping. I'm gonna call you right back. They just get off the line, like, to come up with some excuse to get off.
Now it was funny too because one time my mom called me and I was like, yeah, I gotta go. My mom's calling me. She's like, yeah, all right. I was like, I'm dead ass. She said, bye. I was like, cool.
When you get hit with the bye, that's bad.
And then the text version of that is K.
Yeah.
They don't even say okay. They just go K.
I fucking hate the K.
I'm like, oh, you're mad. I'll be like,
the K is the bane of my existence.
I wonder what my girl's gonna do for my birthday.
Oh, let me guess.
She was looking at sneakers on me. I don't know.
Slop.
And you still said it. Like, you just sometimes just don't. Like, you just don't say it. Like
I said, my girl's a virgin, sir. All of her holes. So.
Liar.
I think he said my girl's also a virgin.
You said,
he said, hey.
Oh, she's a virgin.
Hey,
she's the
cuddling
virgin
is
Mary?
enough for me.
Definitely.
Okay?
My baby is born to the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah, she's the Virgin Mary.
Jesus Christ himself.
Yep. All that.
That means you don't gotta take care of that little nigga then.
That's crazy.
I was about to say, you're Joseph in this situation. That's not a good look.
Yo, speaking
Nobody bangs with Joseph.
Yo, speaking of that,
in that story, like, come
speaking
on.
of that, I might go to hell for this. But how do you think that conversation went when he went back to his friends and told him that the girl that he didn't sleep with yet was pregnant by God? That's
played the shit out that nigga. Niggas was like,
niggas was looking at him like, oh word, she called that nigga God though. Disrespect. Disrespect.
Nah, you wanna know savage? Y'all seen Clash of the Titans, right? The new one. Remember when they showed the flashback? Funny shit. That's Liam Neeson again. But when they showed the flashback of how my man's was born, Zeus came in and took the form of her husband and had sex with her. And then the husband came in. And then the husband came in. And then he looked back and his face was his regular face. And he flew off. I'm like, yo, he's savage. Bro, just pretended to be her husband.
Yo,
like what?
First of all, how do you come back from that? How do you watch your girl hit you with that was the best sex I ever had, and you be looking like that wasn't really me.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Greek mythology is crazy. Zeus is a whore.
Zeus guy, demigod,
and
half god,
Zeus is low-key a rapist. Like that's crazy. Like, ugh.
Yeah, guys used to be tripping.
Yeah, Greek guys is wild. I'm not gonna lie. He was kidnapping their own daughters and sending them to hell and shit. Like, it was crazy. I remember reading that whole book in 9th grade. I'm like, this is what they're really like? Because the Disney movie was nothing like that. Remember Mr. Gomara shitted on me?
OD.
Yo.
Mr. Gomara was the first dude. Shout out Mr. Gomara. The first dude was just like, yo, if you see the movie Troy, it sounds like, it looks like Achilles really loved whatever her name is. He's like, no. She was a trophy. He was just typed that somebody was taking his property. I was like, damn, nigga.
Right.
Shit, it was fucked up back then.
No, yo, the book is way crazier than the movie.
Yeah. If you read the Iliad, because that's what it was.
Yeah.
The Iliad. You read the Iliad,
but in the Iliad, the gods are actually in the book.
Yeah.
So it's like, this shows mad extra shit that's not in the movie. But, yo.
Wait, so speaking of teachers, let me ask y'all. It just came to me. What's the worst teacher y'all ever had?
My astronomy teacher in college.
Shit. He spent no time waiting.
Either my astronomy teacher in college or my biology teacher in freshman year of college. Because she just couldn't explain, like, shit. Like, we were all in class, and she had this really thick accent.
What's that accent?
It was
Russian?
Nah, it was like
the sexy ones.
Nah, it was like a African Jamaican kind of like
what?
West Indie kind of like.
Was it sexy too?
Oh,
okay. But no, not the way she was doing it. She was
strong.
like it was just really strong. Like it was just, and then she's just going through like these slides, and it was just like, what are you talking about? And it like, I just did not like her, and her class was boring. People were falling asleep. Like we were all struggling to pass that class, and then astronomy was no better. Like he was basically the male version of her. And we were all like, what? It was just like phases of the moon, and that's like the only part of that class I remember. I hated that class.
My biology teacher freshman year, I think he preyed on all the females in that class. To be honest with you, he's like
high school freshman.
No, college. Like he would be giving the girls back massages and shit. I was like, whoa, this is a little weird. A little too much.
What about you, C?
So when you guys keep talking about college professors, I'm going to be extra petty and bring it back to elementary school because I don't forget shit. I had a 5th grade teacher named Miss Daria. Hated that bitch. I hated that bitch because at first everybody else hated that bitch for whatever reason, but I was kind of cool until one day it was after school. Apparently I was being disruptive in class. I don't remember that shit.
Of course you do.
My uncle picked me up from school. We were walking away from the fucking school, and this bitch does this little run up to us, and I can hear like her feet hitting the floor. Like I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, hey, and we turn around. This bitch wants to tell my uncle. Yeah, so she starts snitching on me crazy, doing shit I don't remember doing. This nigga beat my ass the whole way back home from school. God. I hated that bitch ever since then. And she took my first cell phone ever. I was on my cell phone in the middle of class, and she wanted to take it, and she threw it in the closet. She chipped my shit. One of them old slide phones.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I hope that bitch gets hit by a bus.
Yeah, that's when people die.
I'll tell you For one, in elementary school, I was a terrible student, but we'll get back to that because you just reminded me of something when you said your teacher was, like, sexist, I guess, right? I had a sexist teacher, too.
Sexist against men, though.
Like I said, we'll get back to that, right? My worst teacher, algebra class, freshman year, 9th grade, high school, Mr. fucking Basso. Dallas, if you know, you already know Dallas. This is actually how me and Dallas ended up cool. Right?
Oh, okay.
We was in the same class. He was a cokehead. I had a legitimate cokehead for a teacher.
As a teacher?
Like, no. Like, we're joking. Like, you know how niggas is joking? No. This nigga was a straight up cokehead. Like, I remember one day I went early to get, like, some extra work in, to, like, get some extra credit, because I knew I was failing that class, because that nigga did not like me. So, nigga was like, alright, I'm gonna open the door. Nigga opened the classroom door. Nigga said, alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You can see the bathroom, like straight shot.
Yeah.
So, all you hear is, all you heard was, the crazy snort.
Oh,
right?
shit.
You heard the craziest snort ever, right?
Oh,
the nigga was down here, nigga looks up, mind you, there's a mirror in the bathroom where the sink was.
Yeah.
Nigga sees me in the mirror, looks at me, he doesn't say anything. I look at him, I just look away. Bro, when I say, that nigga was a Bro, when I say niggas can vouch for me, if you ever had Mr. Boston, you already know he was a cokehead.
That's crazy.
Like, who's the? I don't know what this nigga's name is. He talks like one of those. He's one of the white actors. He's like, yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. He was like him.
Oh no.
Like,
That's fucking hilarious.
But
Beard and everything.
No beard. Shaggy hair, same thing. But my second worst teacher, what the fuck was this nigga's name? He was my 6th grade teacher, and he was like, he favored the girls more. And low key, I ain't gonna lie, I did some fucked up shit though. So one day, we're all leaving, we're switching class. Some people are going like the computer lab, the other half is staying behind. So me and my boys, everybody lines up and acts like they're spitting in this cup, this coffee cup. Right? Everybody's acting, right? I'm the last one out. You know what I do. I actually spit in that shit. Yeah. Mind you, I thought everybody else spit in that shit too. I did. I actually held that shit right in there. Just said, what? Right? Now, mind you, he would have never known.
Yeah.
Except for a snitch-ass bitch. Shout out to you, Jillian. I know you snitched. Remember that. It's alright. I know you used to like me, but you shouldn't have snitched on me. You feel me? I didn't like
a story kind of like that
You feel me? Flat out. Then the nigga pressed me and was like, I heard you. No, he told the principal. The principal called me and was like, yeah, you know, we had a report that you spit in, what was his name? Mr.
The teacher. Whatever teacher.
Nah, yeah. It was something with G. I don't know. We're just going to call him Mr. G for now. You spit in Mr. G's coffee. And I look at him and he looks at me and I'm like, nah, I acted like everybody else acted. I wouldn't actually spit in his coffee. I was just trying to fit in with everybody else, guys. I'm lost. This and that, blah, blah, blah.
I'm lost.
I was like, I'm just...
Name of this episode is I'm lost.
Right. Can't find you.
I was like, I'm just, you know.
I said,
what? But, so long story short, yeah, I spit in that nigga's coffee. Yeah, that was my worst. That was my second worst. Yeah, I think he drank it.
Nasty ass nigga.
So it's like, bitch, so you snitched on me to tell him that I spit in his coffee, but you ain't tell him that I spit in the coffee? Like,
Right.
He's a grimy bitch, Jillian. He's a grimy bitch. Shout out to you. So, that's my shit.
I have a story of when a girl snitched on me in school.
Nigga, bitches over. If y'all really want to get into a real juicy story about bitches snitching in school, the same bitch, Jillian. Some of the homies, they took this one nigga iPod when the iPods was fresh out. No, the iPod video was fresh out. Right? My son Andrew, shout out to my son Andrew, because he held it down. I didn't snitch on you, by the way, either. It looked like I snitched on you, but I didn't. I'm going to explain the story. So, Andrew took his... Now I'm snitching, I guess, but it's whatever. You got kicked out of school, my nigga, for it. It is what it is. So, you already pleaded guilty. So there was some white boy named Joseph in my class. He got the iPod video when it first came out, right? So you already know, white boys in New York, no offense, y'all niggas is walking licks, to be honest with you.
Sorry.
So, yeah, for real. So, Andrew took his shit out of his book bag right after gym. So he comes back, Joseph comes back. He's like, yo, somebody got my iPod. Andrew's smart enough, pass it to the 8th grade bitch, right? Pass it to the 8th grade. We was like 6th grade, 5th grade, something like that. Mm-hmm. Passing it over to the 8th grade bitch, like, yo, hold this down. She holds it down. Everybody gets searched. You feel me? Yeah. They're like, nah, nobody can leave until we all get this shit, right? Nobody has it, right? So, next week, they do an investigation. Of course. Oh, no. Nigga, they call my moms to bring me in. My mom brings me in. So, we sit in, the principal, she's like, so, you want to tell me anything? I'm like, I don't know anything. She's like, well, I'm hearing that you, Kadeem, Shavante, Andrew, and a couple other people were involved in Joseph's iPod going missing. I'm like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. My son Andrew comes. Look, my son Andrew comes in, right? He sees me, I see him. I can't tell him like, yo, just don't say nothing. I didn't know how to be smooth at that time. Yeah. It was like 5th, 6th grade. So he's like, so he looks, and she's like, you know, where's Joseph's iPod? This is what my son does, right? Mm-hmm. She says, we already know you took Andrew's iPod. You gave it to so-and-so. This bitch Jillian snitched again. Yo, we didn't know. We didn't know at the time. Because I didn't know how I was involved. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't even take it. You feel me? I just knew about it. So she's like, we already know you're involved. This person's involved. They're coming in later. Don't worry about that. So she's like, so where's the iPod? I said, Andrew looked at everybody. Nigga went right into his pocket, pulled it out. Nigga was like, she was like, let me get the iPod. Gave it to her. His mom was cursing him out in Spanish. Expelled that nigga on sight. Damn. I was like, fuck, my nigga. I was like, shit.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Right? So for some reason, my son Kadeem and Shavante come in later, right? Now this is one part that it never clicked in my mind, right? So I keep saying I didn't know anybody took the iPod. I don't know. My son Kadeem later tells me after we leave the office and we go into class, he's like, "Yo, why did you tell him that you don't know?" I'm like, "What? What, bro? What do you mean?" So I never understood that part. I guess he went in there. He was ready. I guess he was ready. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give so." But we had already got snitched on, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
But my son Andrew, right there on the spot, get the fuck on out of here, son. My son went in there just like this nigga, son. And it was over, man.
Wait, yo, remember that teacher we had in Global in freshman year? Where like he used to always play the recorded tapes from the History Channel.
Oh yeah.
And then remember he'd be in the middle of talking to us,
Fall
and
asleep.
he just turned and look out the window. Yo, bro would never forget what he was talking about.
Zone the fuck
And
out.
just look out the window. And we're all looking at him like, what the hell?
He's just waiting for him to teach.
That's what
He's gone. Nigga, what drugs is you on? Like, yo, bro, what you
nigga said.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's literally what happened, though. Oh my god. He would be talking to us and shit. He'd be like, yeah, so back in the store, there was a lot of.
Yo, I couldn't have been in that class.
I'm telling you.
I would have got kicked out.
Stop this nigga. You should fall asleep in the middle of the lesson.
And we used to be like, yo, what?
Niggas was sitting there halfway through the lesson, he fall asleep and not wake up till the class was over.
Yo,
We be looking like niggas time for lunch.
No,
Like,
no.
what?
He paid more attention when he was watching the videos than when he was teaching. Bro, we would watch the history videos and he'd be all into it, like he relearning this shit for himself.
Yo, I'm dead.
He said, "Oh yeah, that nigga, I gotta teach this shit." Yo, I'm telling you, that was the funniest shit ever.
Bro, did y'all get in that class?
Bro, we used to cheat in that class because he wasn't looking. Yo, Gio used to sit right behind me.
We used to pass tests back while he was asleep. He was asleep, and we passed the test back. We just answered questions like,
Gio used to be like, yo, Kurt, give me 13 right quick. Be like, yo, this one, bro. And he write this shit. He'd be like, yo, good looks, bro.
yo, nigga
Right in front of him.
Nigga look
Because I
like
was
the
in the
teacher.
front of the class.
Yo, nigga look like the K teacher from South Park.
Good.
Yeah, that nigga is crazy.
Oh my god.
That shit is retarded. Like,
Yo.
That,
I couldn't have been
that
there.
was so
I
funny.
solid.
that shit was bad for you.
oh god. That was one of the best jokes, yo. Oh
I
man.
would just scream out, yo, bitch. Just randomly.
Yo, I'm surprised we didn't say more shit.
Nah, some people would some people would say
Yeah,
rank.
yeah.
Nah, there was this
Gio
one.
used to say a lot of dumb
Nah,
shit.
there was this one kid, I think it was Gio. He used to ask dumbass questions just so the teacher could go on a
That was
tangent.
Gio, yeah,
It
that
had
was the
nothing to do with the lesson. This nigga would be talking about some whole next shit.
and he would do it.
Yeah, we would just do that for the whole class and not learn a goddamn thing. Like, oh my god.
Yo, this shit would be so funny because we do it with work every time.
And see, this is the New York school system, guys.
Oh, my
That's me.
yeah, no, that was hard.
This is the New York school system.
I think my worst teacher in high school was definitely 12th grade. AP Physics.
No.
On a low.
Yeah, bro, this guy was like a German scientist. His breath smelled like shit all the time.
Mr. Garrison. Mr. Garrison.
Yes.
That was his name?
Mr.
No, I
Garrison.
don't.
My son used to like dead be on girls' chairs like this.
But I heard
his my nigga like he's a wild nigga.
It's a
Smoking
wild thing.
cigars, like
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, bro. He's a wild
Absolutely.
nigga.
I'm definitely
One
coming
time,
up there.
it was in like 8th grade. We had some
Mm-hmm.
science teacher. I don't remember
I
what
definitely
science it
believe
was. It
that.
was some science teacher. We used to punk this nigga crazy. One time we got tight because he gave us homework. And it was like close to like a break or something.
then we got
didn't want to
Netflix.
do no homework. So it was me and two
I just
other
did that.
people. we just started throwing the niggas' textbooks out the window.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we started throwing the textbooks out the window. This nigga almost cried. He called the principal on us.
Wait, speaking of almost crying, y'all ever had a teacher quit on y'all?
Yeah.
Yo, we had this lady named Miss Gunset.
Miss Gunset?
Hold on. That's not the worst part. That's not the worst part. Her eyes was cock-eyed like a motherfucker, bro. Right? So Miss Gunset, 5th grade, she got through like half the year. I called out sick like for 1 week. We was bad. We was fucking with her the whole entire year. So because her eyes was fucked up. We're kids. You know, you're like what, 5, 10? I mean, 5th grade is what? You're 10, 11, something like that. Yeah. So you're terrible at that point. So nigga, we making fun of her eyes, all types of shit. She's talking to one of us. I'm like, no, I'm over here. Like, all types of crazy shit. Niggas is violated. So all I remember was I called out, and I heard niggas got crazy with her while I called out.
Oh my god.
She started breaking down. Somebody threw a fucking eraser at the board while she was teaching. Like, and she just quit. She was just like, I'm done with this shit. Like,
yo,
tell him
about a whole new teacher by the time I came back.
About to. Alright. Nigga said, okay, so I spent a lot of my high school time in detention. Go figure.
Me too.
Yeah, so we had, okay, so they used to switch shifts. Some teachers would do detention. Other days, we had this one teacher named Mr. Uris. And the only reason I'm telling you his name is because his name is partially why we made him quit. Not quit school, quit taking detention. Why? You gotta be a tough nigga. First of all, if it's detention, that means all the bad kids is together. You gotta be a tough nigga to deal with that. That's one. So, he's going. First of all, niggas is shouting out his name, calling him Mr. Uterus. Niggas is wild, niggas is throwing shit, niggas is yelling at him for no reason, niggas is like throwing paper, niggas is wilding. He breaks down, starts crying in the middle of our detention, and walks out. And walks out the detention and never supervises detention again. We were some evil little niggas in detention. Niggas said, nah, man, we took you, like, it's... Niggas dead made him quit.
She said Mr. Uterus.
Mr. Uterus.
No,
yeah, niggas fucked up.
We used to have one nigga named Mr. Delgado, but we used to call him Peanut because his head looked like a fucking peanut.
Man, I think I remember you telling me.
So every day, bro, you hear niggas on one end of the hallway, Peanut be on the other side. Niggas be like, Peanut? So, but the thing was, my son had a lisp, so you see him like this, you be like, come here. Like, you come here. Yo, one time, I'm near his classroom, and I'm in a staircase, right? But it's the upstairs case, was it the up or down? It was the upstairs case. And I'm like, yo, fuck it, man. I'm gonna book it downstairs, right? Mm-hmm. No, it was downstairs case. I'm lying. So I'm like, Peanut. It's just crazy. Yeah. So niggas said, you kept it.
I would have got in trouble. Bro, I would have never took him serious.
That's exactly what I did. I said, and I was gone. But the fucking thing was, nigga grabbed my man's like, come here.
Oh no.
Nigga said detention 2 days. Yo, bro. Anybody know Delgado, aka Peanut?
AKA Peanut.
Yo.
What is our time stamp?
We're done.
Oh yeah.
But shout out to all the teachers though.
Yeah, shout out to all the teachers that sat through that kind of torture. That sat through our kind of generation of kids. Like,
I think the new generation might be worse.